Hello everybody, I'm Jeff, I'm a wizard. I do pick a card. And yesterday or 2 days ago, no, yesterday, I wanted to do a pick a card and the subject was to cheer you up, to look at the bright side of a situation. And I started doing the reading and I did group number 1 and I couldn't read anything. I lost all my powers. I've never read tarot before. I couldn't make anything of it. But I did keep the piles because I wanted to challenge myself, try it again. So here we go again. I'm gonna take a second try it. So these are supposed to be cheerful messages with looking at the bright side of your situation, okay? Why do I always burp when I start talking? I should do vocal warm-ups or something. So hopefully that works and I have something to say this time. 4 little groups, just quickly choose your card. This is group number 1, 3 of Wands, 3 cacti. Group number 2 is the Ace of Wands, 1 big cactus. Group number 3 is the 4 of Swords. Don't get confused here, that's 3 is 4 of Swords, and group number 4 is Justice. Okay, so 1, 3 of Wands. Group number 2, the Ace of Wands. Group number 3, 4 of Wands. Group number 4, Justice. Okay, choose the card that appeals to you, that stands out, or just choose the card you want. Take a guess. Go to the timestamps in the description box. Click on the blue link and I will see you there. Okay, then let's go and start with group number 1. Group number 1, hello. 3 of Wands. Okay, so I already tried reading these cards and I made a mess out of it, but now I have some frustration towards them. So meanwhile, I found this my old amethyst crystal. So I hope it will help. I'm going to put them down without looking. Into my hands, do the thing. And then we're going to try again. Okay. So, your situation, my friends. So we started with the 3 of Wands, which is a card about planning. Not just looking into the future, but actually making a plan. Buying a map and such. So that's a 3. Then we have the Empress, which is also a 3. Okay. 3 is harmony. Yeah, okay. The last horoscope episode I did was about exactly this. So in this case, then this would kind of mean you're planning to sort of take yourself to the world or to the market, or let's say you have an idea, you want to expand it, or you want to you've become very confident in something, or you've been practicing something and maybe you want to do something with that. So you're planning. You have a lot of power, or you really do have something to give. Wait, I don't know how to interpret this Empress yet, because normally it's a very positive card, but here she's always sitting in the water, and I always feel like she's not happy with that. Like the basement's flooded. Not cool. Okay, then I see the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. I said Ace of Wands. That's interesting. So, but there's 8 of Wands. So not 1, but 8. It's a card about manifestation, new action, fast movement, communication. Okay, but it says something to me that said Ace of Wands. Like it would be like, let's say you're planning for the future and you're looking for that one thing to go for, that one passion. But there are 8. Annoying. Then we have this Page of Swords. This is communication. I don't know why, but this is just the guy on the picture here is somebody else, and he's looking. a bit snotty, right? And he's holding his sword close to himself. Okay, wait. I think he's looking at his Eight of Wands. It's like almost like somebody else, or the outside is not really... Okay, there's like... You're trying a lot of things, but there's no communication to that. Or there is very lukewarm communication, or no great excitement, no enthusiasm. People notice maybe what you're doing, but that's it. There's not a lot of like, that's the reaction a bit from the outside world. So like, okay, like, it's nice. Or people are just looking without saying much. Then I have this Eight of Swords at the end. Sword under 8, so we have 3, 3, 8, 8. Self-imposed nightmares. The end of... No, okay, so this is the situation a bit, guys. You've been working hard, you've been doing a lot, you've been achieving success with that. You've been, whatever you've been learning, you've been getting better at, or whatever you've been working towards, you've been, that's been working, you've been upgrading yourself, you're looking better. I think you have a lot to give and a lot to show, and you're trying to do something more with that because you're an empress and you want more, right? She's not happy just sitting there. What an empress is supposed to be abundant, like her. She's not happy until her life is kind of... She's not happy with a common life, or like with just getting by or something like that. She wants more, so she's planning for that, okay? And she's trying a lot of things, or you're trying a lot of things. Not saying you're an empress, not saying you're a woman. Just means that you have a lot and you want to do something with that, right? That's why the Empress is here. Otherwise, it would be the Emperor. He would build the empire. And I feel like there's been a very long period where you have been working on yourself, really have been working on your own stability, your own fundaments. That's why she's on the throne. She's not happy. She's been working really hard to be on that throne, to have what she has. Now she wants to move freaking forward, okay? So she's trying a lot, she's doing a lot, is really offering a lot. Maybe opportunities, maybe looking around, really looking for a way forward. And then there's the situation where somehow the outside or the way maybe people around you are reacting, even though it sounds positive sometimes, it can be undermining, you know? Let's say you're working for something that is very important and near and dear to your heart. If the people close to you acknowledge that, and they'll say like, oh yeah, that's nice, I see it, but then forget that you're doing it, or that's an ambition of yours, that's undermining. That really cuts you down. It's like you're showing people something you want to go for, and they are not giving it the it's not about if it's good or bad, or if they believe that you can do it. That's not what it's about. It's that they recognize how important something is to you, and how much work you're putting into it, or how much work you've put into getting somewhere, and they see that you're trying, they see your passion, or just maybe in general, without anybody around you, just the fact that you're putting a lot out into the world and nothing's coming back, or the reaction is you don't know what to do with it. I think it's a mix of both, but whatever the situation is, the way that the world is reacting, or the communication is going, or maybe there's bad communication going on because of a lot of change, or a lot of new things, or confusion, because of this outside situation. It's like it's creating mental blocks, mental nightmares for you that are not there, okay? So you're going for it, you're trying, and then somehow, like in the clash with the outside world, like fill it in for yourself, it's giving you doubt, it's giving you, it's like it's putting out the fire, like the excitement you maybe had is on hold, or maybe you're going for something, but because the outside world doesn't acknowledge it and they think you should be doing other things, suddenly your to-do list becomes full of things that you think you should be doing, blah, 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 blah. Okay? Okay. So that's the situation that we feel ourselves in. Now, what is the bright side? First of all, the bright side is that you can relax a little bit in knowing that most of your worries, most of the anxiety, or the... Let me put it this way. When you feel like you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, or maybe you're being reasonable, blah, 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 you feel like shit, right? And that's normal because it's really not these are not your thoughts, not your ideas, not your concerns. This is not how you were thinking, okay? So it's really the outside a bit like making it difficult on you, but also you're allowing it. And I do feel like it has something to do with that it's both an 8. It's like are you creating it unintentionally, but are you maybe putting too much emphasis on the fact that the outside world has to, that when you do something that the outside world has to, you need them, or you need the response, or you need some sort of this validation to proceed with any of these? It's like you don't know what to do anymore, and you're putting 8 things forward, and you're getting 8 kind of not great reactions back. Let's say you apply for a certain job, or you do a certain hobby, and you're trying something else, and you have this idea that you tell a friend, and you're sending some emails, you never know what, in another direction, and meanwhile you are secretly working on another dream, right? Let's say you are trying to really figure out which direction to go. Everything is getting a sword back, like passion. And this is the thing that you have to get. So you're putting forward passion, ideas, fire, and you're getting back mental wind. It's like wind is coming to blow out your fire. Okay, so so the bright side is that it's not you. You're kind of doing great, actually. You need to be more careful what you say to who, what you share, the ideas you're sharing. And this is a bit of the irony of the situation, is you're kind of stuck inside, you're kind of stuck in slow, not moving, right? So you feel very annoyed. You feel like her. However, it's kind of like, yeah, this is annoying, but this is kind of what is protecting you. This is because right now, going outside, making bigger moves, making bigger steps, there would be more wind. And it's like you're going the right way, but it's like you're growing some things and they still need more time. Before you go outside. So you're kind of being held inside, which is the opposite of what you want to do. You want to go outside. You're kind of being held. You're kind of being put into the Empress mode. Because let's say you have little saplings and they're not ready they're not strong enough to survive, like they could be trampled or something, okay? So that's why you're being kept inside. And I think maybe that's also why the world is being a bit, I wouldn't say negative, but I would say cold, not responding, no reaction. Time has stopped a bit. That feeling, okay? And you need to stop thinking that because there's silence, there's no response, there is no real reaction, or nothing really coming back for what you're putting out, okay? Stop filling that in as a negative thing. Stop then thinking of why something is not happening. Let's say you're not getting a response on something, so you assume it's because it's probably not so good. Or you apply for a job and you don't get a response right away, or you don't hear anything, so you assume that you don't have a lot of qualifications, or they don't like your profile or something. You know, you start doubting yourself. You text the date and he doesn't reply, or you're getting not a lot of reaction, right? You're assuming that means that they don't want you, or they're not thinking about you, or it doesn't matter, but you are assuming something negative. So it's stop filling in the blanks, okay? So if the world is not responding, if there's a wind still period, now you know this is to protect you. It's like you're in a sort of a safe bubble or an egg, so you can kind of, your ideas can come to fruition. It's a matter of timing, but the problem is you're filling in the world not responding with negative things. Okay? So you're creating these swords that are not there, and by doing that you're kind of really making yourself depressed, because it's like you're working and you don't get anything back, and you decide that's because it's bad, it's probably not ready yet, probably have to do something else. Probably means they don't like me, or I made a bad impression, or I ruined it. That's all you, boo. So that's not happening. Keep doing you, but I don't know why you have this. The urge is so strong to. I think because the desire is so great, because it's like you've been working so hard, you really want it, and you deserve it. And that's the bit of the strength that's being asked of you, is like, yeah, you put in a lot of work and you don't see a lot back, or anything back right now. But again, that doesn't mean what you're doing is bad. That doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction, right? Stop filling that in as a negative thing, and put it back into perspective. You know, remember how many people had to try really, really long and lose faith over and over again before they made their dreams, or before they saw any success, or before they, you know, it's a matter of timing, and keep following your fire, not your head. Okay, so stop filling in, like, stop making negative things there where you don't know what is up. Okay, so if something doesn't fall through, and if something doesn't happen right now, stop inventing a reason that has something to do with your value, or that means something about the path you're going on. Okay, so you feel so good about something, you move in a direction, and suddenly you get resistance. Then, okay, you can say maybe not the right time, maybe not the right path for my goal, but don't go like, oh, maybe this is the wrong idea, maybe I'm not supposed to do this at all, maybe I'm wrong about everything, I don't know who I am, right? Because that's what I've been doing the last weeks. So we're gonna stop doing that. Okay, Gruba, that was it. We did it. This time I read something. Last time I was just looking at them for half an hour. Nothing came. Probably because I was doing this too much, you know? So I was thinking, oh, I can't read the cards, which means something very, very awful must be happening, or I'm being punished. Yeah. So we're gonna stop doing that. Thank you, group one. Hope this helps. Good luck with that. It's not easy, I can tell you. Bye. Hello, group two. Okay. So, good news. Group one was a success, okay? Wasn't very funny or per se wondrous, but I do think it was helpful, and I do think I cheered somebody up. I think I cheered myself up. So So good. Okay, group 2, let's get into it. You chose the Cactus of Cacti, or Ace of Wands. I really like, not sure, but that they put these very over embellished weird decorations here. And I feel that is of import here. Okay, so the Ace of Wands, passion, idea, an erection, a fire, could be. Then we have strength. We love to see strength, right? That's let's be honest, that's like always an annoying card to get when you're looking at a problematic situation. I think it's rarely just like you're very strong and then moving on, right? So but maybe it's going to be better this time. Then I have the Ten of Wands. I don't think it's going to be better this time. Seeing this card, so a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of sticks. Although no, I have to contradict myself because I was watching a reading before, and this reader was showing the regular Rider-Waite tarot card with the Ten of Wands, where the guy is, where there's like 10 sticks and a sort of X, and the guy is holding them with his face down, right? So, and she was talking about burdens and not having to do that anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I just thought, well, because it was about Aries. And just about, well, a positive thing about the Ten of Wands is you can do that. That's power, you know? Like, you could also read the Ten of Wands as you doing it, you carrying the load, or the load being carried, you know? Not just you. So, things being done or a lot of work. So that was a more positive side that I want to mention now. So, our strength card is back up. Now with the Emperor, now we're talking. Same thing. Powerful things. We appreciate power. And he looks like, I love the look here. That's it's sexy. It's sexy and I like it. I wonder what the yellow and blue behind him is supposed to stand for. Interesting. And then the Five of Pentacles at the end. Oh yeah, and the first time I looked at your cards, like 2 days ago, I was looking at these cards again, and then this Five of Pentacles confused me. Okay, so that was a long intro. Let's see what I can make of this. So what is your situation? I think I'm on the right track saying you are strong. Okay, really easy. I basically said the problem here to the person I'm speaking to. You're very strong. You can do a lot. You're a leader. You are wait, I'm trying to find the right words to say it so that you are going to first of all believe it, but I think you know where I'm going with the, it's about the contradiction here. It's about sort of the irony of you have a lot of passion, or you're a very fiery person. You have a lot of drive, or you have a really strong, a really big penis. That's what I want to say, right? You just like, you have a powerful bat or a big sword. Power, okay? You're strong, and this means not physical. This means more character-wise. This means mental strength, perseverance. You know, like you have a very strong character, and then you can carry a lot. You can do a lot of work. This could be physical strength, but more I'm seeing is that you have, you can get a lot accomplished. Okay, you move mountains. You've moved mountains, and just to compliment you, I do see physical strength here in as well. Like this is, and it matters because all the cards are saying like. From an objective point of view, looking at you, you have everything it takes to be this emperor. Okay, you're strong. You can. You're not just talk. You're not just talk. You can make it happen. You've proven it. You and also like you're confident. I feel in a way. So this is nothing new to you. I think you can say, yeah, in a way I have this and I've done this and this and this, and yeah, I can kind of see what I'm doing. But that's not the point. So all these strength cards and compliments, and you feel like the Five of Pentacles. You feel weak, left down in the cold, like you're not making it, you're not cutting it. You feel sort of left out. You're very focused on this feeling of seeing people around you, and you just can't help but notice that they have things you don't have, or how well everybody else is doing, or how well everybody else seems to be having success, and you can't seem to make something work. Or you're saying like it's a bit like, yeah, I have a big cactus, but there are bigger cacti out there, or yeah, I'm strong, but what does it mean? You just don't feel it. That's the point. Whatever. Because we don't have to go into this. That's the mistake I think you make, is when you're trying to justify it. You have this crap feeling, you have this weak feeling, you have this feeling like you're left out in the cold, and maybe also you have problems. Maybe despite all these strengths, maybe right now you're sick, or you're financially just not in a good place. So you really are feeling a bit left out in the cold. This is how you're feeling, so we can't deny that. This is how you're feeling, and we're going to take that not very seriously. We're going to take this seriously, because what I've been doing in the beginning is very annoying to you, right? I like naming all these aspects of you, and then when you're not feeling that, and kind of useless, because it's like, yeah, but so it's not even coming in, maybe. So, and the problem, I'm thinking about what I think the problem that you have, is you're doing this, okay? So you're in this situation where you just feel like crap, you're not feeling it, you're not feeling like the man, and you kind of are haunted by the fact that you do have the things, like you're almost frustrated. It's like, why, what is wrong like with me? Why can't I just maybe enjoy what I have? Or you see yourself doing it, you see yourself like compensating, or being jealous, and you don't want to, but it keeps happening somehow. So you're like this guy. You really are, you're on your throne, you're an emperor, but you're just grumpy as fuck, and you're not feeling it. Wait, I just had it, damn it, now I lost it. Oh yeah, okay, sorry, I got it. So you're this emperor, you're sitting there, you feel like the Five of Pentacles, and you're just very frustrated about it. So, and herein lies the problem. What does a very strong, go-getter, pushes through walls, emperor, who gets things done, do when he feels like crap and left out in the cold? He goes fix it, right? Well, that's annoying if you're looking around and you can't, you're just looking around trying to fix your situation. So you're looking at people with a better body, and then you're thinking maybe that's a problem. Or maybe you're looking at people with more money, and then you're frustrating about that, and then you go into this problem-solving mode. Because you're the emperor, you want to fix this, right? So you're trying to fix this Five of Pentacles with your power and your strength and your will. That's where the problem is. The solution is, it's a shift of perspective that maybe you're going to have to think through a couple of times, or repeat to yourself. But you're going to have to just accept, without feeling it, you're going to accept I am this. I'm very powerful. I've proven this is undeniable. This is just a fact. I'm that emperor sitting on that throne, okay? And right now I feel like crap for valid reasons, right? Things are not maybe working out, or I just feel like crap. And that's okay. Accept that. You can't fix it. This is about you accepting that you're weak, you feel weak, you don't know what to do, okay? So therein lies the lesson of the very, very strong person who almost can like fix any or conquer any situation, comes across a situation that can only be solved by accepting and relaxing and just sort of saying like, well, I'm the emperor and I can't fix this right now, or I don't know what to do right now. And that's okay. So I feel a bit bad, yeah, but still the emperor. Stop forcing that. Stop then forcing yourself to feel powerful. Stop forcing yourself to feel better about this. Stop forcing yourself to fix it. And stop, most of all, saying to yourself that if this isn't fixed, if you feel like this, that means that you're not as powerful as you were, all right? Stop fighting that. Because that's where you are a very strong person acting like he's very or she's very weak, and from there on kind of proving to yourself that you're not strong. It's like you're making your own traps here and there, because you're a very, very strong person, you know, like let's say you're an incredibly muscular guy, right? And you're in this situation, like you look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you just kind of feel weak. Maybe because you're sick, maybe because you're anemic, maybe because you didn't eat much, maybe because your girlfriend just dumped you and you can't fix that weak feeling by getting more muscles, right? But this bodybuilder feels weak and maybe not so valuable. So, damn it, I lost my train of thought. So he... oh yeah, okay, I get it. So this muscle guy feels weak, and he can't control that his girlfriend loves him again, right? That's something he cannot use his muscles for. So he's focusing on the one thing that he think he can fix. His body, maybe. His body can be better, or he can have more muscles. So what he's doing, he's looking at maybe all these examples, or all these things for him to train more or faster, or people he would like to look more like. But what he's doing, he's putting himself into a situation where again he's behind, because now he's saying like, my girlfriend dumped me and clearly my body's not where it's supposed to be. Oh my god, look at that guy, they're so much better, I'm behind. So it's like he's starting to make his own nightmare about his body again come true, because at least that's something you can control, you know? So you feel like this Five of Pentacles because something happened that is out of your control, or you can't do anything right now. So it sucks and it hurts and it's making you feel like shit, but you just kind of have to accept it right now and accept like, fuck, I'm such a powerful, amazing person, but I feel powerless in this, or it's nothing I can do. So stop looking for where your power is lacking, or stop looking for examples how that you're not as strong to fix this feeling. You can't fix this feeling, I'm sorry, no matter how strong you are, no matter how capable, no matter how much money you can make, no matter how much work you can do or thinking you can do. When you feel like crap, you feel like crap, and you have to accept that and give yourself some time, okay? But link this to the right reason. try to look, okay. When you find yourself making yourself unhappy about what you've achieved, maybe say like, that's a distraction. What's really going on? It's difficult, but the whole point is you're trying to be the strong person again, fixing a broken heart maybe. I kind of want to say that. or just a very difficult in any case, a broken heart could be about money, could be about love, could be about your own dreams. Something kind of really make you feel like crap, okay? And accepting that you really can't and are not supposed to do anything against that right now. And in accepting that situation and trying to say, okay, this is where I am, how can I make myself feel a little bit better? What is fun for me, instead of how can I make myself stronger? That's where your power is. And then you're gonna feel that. As soon as you go to down that route, you're gonna feel the sense of control again. Because that is control. When you see that there's something you can't fix, accepting that and then making the best of a situation, that's control. But seeing that there's something you can fix and then trying to fix that by fixing other things, that's only making your control problem worse, because you are only going to stumble upon more proof that you can't control what you really want to control. And even then, when you make certain achievements in these other areas, they're gonna feel empty. And like that's one of those things where suddenly you reach a goal somewhere, and because it was a distraction to make you feel better about something else, you have this breakdown. Because you then have to accept that the other thing still hasn't changed. You know what I mean? But it happens a lot. It happens a lot. So you're strong, but real strength and a real emperor also knows when to accept defeat. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when the deal is done. I'm not gonna go further. Copyright issues. Okay, thank you, group 2. That was it. Good job. Yeah. See you. Bye. Hello, group 3. Group 3 with the 4 of Swords. Rest, contemplation. Libra. That's a Libra card. A pause, a nap. The Hermit, which matches what I just told you. So staying inside, taking it easy, Netflix and chill by yourself. Real Netflix and normal chill. The Lantern. The Lantern? Interesting. We have another 4. 4 of Wands. Upside down. Matches the 2 previous cards. Right way up would be a marriage, a union, a celebration, and upside down could be divorce, could be going apart. However, it could also be a union within yourself, like you. I see it as like, let's say you move and you find your own apartment, okay, and you have victory in that regard. That's for me a reverse for a once. That's like a marriage you do with yourself. You know, it's like a personal victory. It's a personal contract. You know, something. You get me? Going way too deep into this. 4 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. Because I feel like again the Swords and the Wands are doing a little mirroring here. Then I have Judgment reversed. So our guy in fire, girl in the flowers, the little baby, upside down. 20 Judgment. Oh yeah, interesting. Okay. And 6 of Wands, victory. Well, really easy. Your annoying situation is like the first 3 cards. I hope you're still watching, because probably with the first 3 cards you were like, I can't hear this anymore. Like, I'm done being alone. I'm done being on my own and resting and having to think, you know, having to contemplate things. I'm so sick of being the hermit and trying to, like, with my light in the dark, you know, moving forward, because you're kind of on your own trying to figure it out. You're also very, very tired of having breakthroughs, because you're on your own, you're doing a lot of thinking, or you're just keeping yourself busy, and you're making progress, and you're being patient, and all these things, and you're doing good things. Like you're reaching progress. You are working on yourself, and you're doing good, right? In any which way. So yeah, you're doing really great, and you're so freaking sick of this, right? Being alone and having to be the hermit. And most of all, I think you're very sick of having victories or having milestones, or for yourself making like big steps forward, but having to celebrate that alone, you know, like always being a bit having to pat your own back on this. It could be anything, like let's say you're an addict, or let's say you have I don't know, another disease or problem or affliction, and you have to take care of yourself and try to manage that, try to get better, and you're struggling with that for a long time, and so maybe you have to put a lot of effort into doing small things that are easy for other people, you know, everyday things that's for you are very hard, and you're working very hard on that, and you're making success, you're doing things better, you're finally finding balance, or you finally are staying sober for like a longer time than you would normally. These are all like these kind of personal successes. The rest of the world doesn't really relate or understand this. Let's say you're on time when you're normally not on time. Nobody really celebrates that with you, right? Nobody's standing there like, wow, you're doing really great by doing something you're supposed to do, or that we all do, right? But that's annoying, because these things do matter. They are important. You worked hard for this. This is a victory. You had victories here, but alone, and kind of like you're not feeling it as a victory anymore. Well, good news. So that's all I can tell you. The outside world, you were starting to have a little bit of you're losing faith a little bit, or the trust, but something that there's a powerful principle, spiritual principle, that I do believe in that everything inside translates outside. So anything you want to change on the outside starts inside, okay? And till now, it feels like that principle has not been very true for you. It feels like a lot of celebration, a lot of progress, growth inside of you, self-exploration. And I think, yeah, the outside world has been changing for you, but there's a discrepancy. It's like almost like you had miracles for yourself. Things that are so big for you happen, and somehow the outside world is not responding. But that's done. It is responding. So I'm here to tell you that all these changes and all this good work you were doing on the inside, and all these victories you have, is being seen, is being acknowledged, is getting recognition. And the Six of Wands is also a celebration card, but this is the celebration card of you walking through the crowd and getting public recognition, or getting external celebration, people recognizing you or giving you compliments or chances or opportunities. Okay, so that is really the good news. It's like you were in a super hard and long hermit challenge mode, overcoming something very big, and you overcame. And the effect is coming, okay? You just need to be patient. You're getting your license. You're getting your degree from the universe. The universe is gonna show you, like, okay, you passed the test. You worked hard. You went to boot camp. Here is your reward, and here is the result that brings, okay? So it is coming, and the celebration is here, okay? This is just... You just have to wait, okay? Like you did the last exam, and now it's like the last, like the month before graduation, or before you get your degree or something. You know what I mean? So really, like, good news. First of all, acknowledgement of how well you've been doing, how difficult it has been. That yes, you have been put in a little box and been isolated, and it has been shitty. And yes, there are still you have reached such good things, and you've done so amazingly well, and that is going to be recognized, and that is going to be celebrated as you deserve. Okay, and the trick and tip I can give you right now is try to really go back to like saying to yourself like, God damn it, it is amazing what I've done, and it is amazing what I'm doing. And even though these are, you know, like maybe other people won't recognize that, or maybe they're not seeing it, or maybe they're not excited about it the way I am, but for me it's a big deal. So keep celebrating that inside yourself, keep being amazed by yourself and proud, because remember, inside will translate outside. So it's like, yeah, your results are coming, you're getting your success, but the more you right now you even celebrate more what you've done, the more success you get. Okay, so that could be a. Okay, sorry, group 3. Somebody called me. But that was all I had to say. That was the end of the message. So thank you and goodbye. Hope it helps. Don't focus on the results from the outside. Just forget it. What you did for yourself is enough, okay? And I think that's something that's maybe a bitter swill you have to swallow to help you switch perspective back to where you're gonna get your feel better. It is by sort of stating, look, even if I never get the recognition from the outside, even if my hard work goes unnoticed forever, that's a shame, but it's still important. You do it for you do it to make yourself happy, and acknowledge that you have been doing that. And acknowledge as well that there's an unhappy part of you that really wants this reaction from the outside world, and that's healthy, but don't ever let that diminish what you are or what you've done. Okay? And that is hard, difficult, especially when you're going to try to reach out to the world more. But that's maybe why right now you're in this time where to solidify for yourself that, God damn it, I love myself and I'm very proud of what I've done, no matter what everybody else says. Okay? And let the cards fall where they may. And then come back to me so I can read. Okay? Thank you, group 3. Au revoir. And then quickly, group 4. I always say quickly group 4. So if you always choose group 4, then you like it quick. So good, huh? And usually say when I say quickly, it's not so quick. We'll see. So we start with justice. Number 8, justice. Pink. You get the pink. I think that's freedom. 6 of swords. Letting go. You're on the boat. The boat is sailing away. 7 of wands. But then upside down. Stop fighting it. You stopped fighting it, you stopped resisting it, you stopped... You accepted it. You accepted it. You accepted it. Now. Oh, okay, they're supposed to be upright. So then I have the last 2 cards, the Magician and the Knight of Swords. Okay, so if I put all those together for a second. 6, 7, 8. Let me think. Okay, I see a situation here where something didn't end well, or something didn't go as you had hoped. I think the thing I can relate most to, or that's a good example, is you were hoping or starting to have feelings for somebody, or hoping to that somebody would be interested in you, let's say, or you're trying. And after a while, or I don't know how, but it became clear that it's not happening. Justice came faster than you realized, I think. I think you were still kind of just waiting for something or hoping for something, but not really realizing that actually the information already showed you that something is over and that you have to let go. So there's a situation where you were fighting, you were hoping for it. There was, and there's the 7 of Wands here, which means that this is a situation or a love situation or a friendship or maybe a job. Let's say a job that you started and that was going well. It seemed promising. Okay, also I can relate. It seemed promising. So there was a sense of victory and there was definitely a sense of, all right, this is going somewhere. So you started getting excited. However, things didn't turn out that way. So it's about letting go and also about you giving up a bit. So you were kind of still waiting out for it, hoping for it, and this is the painful part. I think internally, it's not like you were in the outside world being so overexcited or being unrealistic, but internally you were dreaming. You were dreaming, you were holding on to this idea. But I don't know what it was, but for you it became clear that you have to let go, okay? I think, first of all, kudos to you and a big pat on the back, because it sucks, but this really shows how much you've grown. That's what I'm getting. This shows really in a past situation, in a past similar situation, you would have kept holding on, you would have let this affect you a lot more, and you would have taken it a lot more personal, or it would have taken you a lot longer to let go. And this just shows how much you've grown, how much smarter you've become, and mostly how much you understand situations and people better, and that it's not personal, it's not about you not getting what you want and that you have to go like hurt yourself to fix that, or that you did something wrong. This is about accepting that sometimes two people or two situations are not compatible. Okay? Recognizing that and letting that go is very healthy. And before that, you would hold on to things because your idea of something was painting a prettier picture than there actually was. So maybe you were seeing something or a job and you had high hopes for that and you were dreaming, but then there's information that actually it's not what you were hoping and it's not what you were dreaming for, and actually it's not working out, right? So it shows a lot of growth for you, that how well you're handling this and how gracefully you're doing this, okay? And how fast you're doing this. It doesn't seem like that for you, but you are kind of actually giving a very, very strong message to the universe of like, hey, this sucks. I kind of really hope for this, but I understand that it's not for me. And I have faith that my thing will come. And that's a strong message, because that means that the next thing can come so much faster, because you're saying, I'm ready, I understand, so I don't have any, maybe I'm still emotionally a little bit attached, but I'm moving forward. I've made the intention to move forward, okay? And that's okay. Then the universe is like, okay, let's bring on the next thing, and we can bring it fast because he's already moving, or she's already moving. Really good. So that's why we have this magician card here, who's like making really fast things. You're manifesting something really fast, okay? So I can't even say if it's a new thing or an old thing, or if it's in the situation, but your reaction to this, and it doesn't have anything to do with your reaction to the outside world. It's not how you reacted to the rejection or to something falling apart, or how you communicated, or what you said, or let's say you were texting somebody and you maybe they were ghosting you and you kept texting them. It's not about that. It's about you internally realizing, or like making the connection, saying like, oh, okay, two things. It's about you, and this is the hard part. It's about you, first of all, accepting, oh wow, I really kind of hoped for this. And I wanted that. Or I was dreaming of this, or I was falling in love with that. Accepting that, and that's okay. You're not stupid for doing that. You're not dumb for that you have these feelings yet. So it's kind of accepting like, oh damn it, I wanted that. But then at the same time also seeing like, yeah, I have to accept that it's not working and let it go. And trust, okay? It's difficult, but you're getting the hang of this. And that's why this magician card is like in overload, because you are it's like your manifestation wheel suddenly got a lot more momentum. It's like something clicked inside of you, the way you respond to the outside world and what you are manifesting. And things can go a lot faster now because you manifest, you get it, and then you say, okay, this works or it doesn't work, and you move forward. And then you can manifest more things, okay? And before that, you manifested something, you got it, maybe it didn't work, but you kept forever waiting, doubting yourself, not making the decision for yourself. And that's what it's about. It's making a decision, looking at a situation, this is not working for me, I need to move forward. Even though I really hoped for it, okay? So don't stop hoping, don't stop dreaming, but just recognize when something is not for you or the right direction, okay? So you're doing really amazing, actually. But this sucks, because like it's a sucky feeling, but just know that the response to it and the intention of moving forward is just putting your manifestation powers in high gear. And then I have this Knight of Swords, which I don't know what it is. I don't know what this is. I think where was it? It was here with this magician. Well, quickly. Okay, sorry group 4, the video, the battery died. Which could be symbolic for something here. So I pulled another card on this Knight of Swords. That's where we left off. And I got the 4 swords upside down, which I think means that you don't need to stand still too long here or hold back. You know, like the same with this magician, he's back to work. Just, you know, this doesn't work out. Okay, then we move on. Something like that. I think again, the better you say to the universe when it gives you something, and it doesn't work out, or you go for something and it doesn't work out, the more you can sort of say, okay, well, that didn't work out. Too bad. Let's move on now. That's okay. You don't have to ruminate in this. And I'm not saying don't feel sad or hurt about this. That's another thing. Like, you know, allow your emotions. But then don't go into contemplating, why did this fail? Is because I wanted the wrong things? Is because something I did? Is it because my approach? Do I need to manifest something else? Did I miss something? To stand still that way, that's not necessary. Okay, so that's why this Knight of Swords is looking back, but he's charging forward. Okay, so that I think that's a bit of the message that I said before. It's okay to be still emotionally a bit like bummed out or disappointed, but move forward, because good things are around the corner. I assume people have been saying that to you a lot, and it's annoying when you come around the corner and there's nothing there, you know what I mean? How far is this corner? And then I end with the Lovers. So, yeah, and that's beautiful because it's sort of confirming what I said. It's about your inside values. When you decide, okay, this isn't working, this is not what I want, I need to move on. That's what the Lovers is about you deciding your worth, deciding what you want, and that you deserve that. So if something is not giving that to you, and you make the statement to the universe again, like, okay, that doesn't work for me, I want something else, or I'm gonna move on. That's saying a lot to you, so then the world can adjust around you. And one tip I can give you, saying in a situation, a job, person, a house, whatever, saying, oh, this isn't working for me, it's not what I wanted, I'm gonna move forward. That doesn't mean that things aren't gonna work out, okay? Or that things can change, or that the situation can turn around or improve. That's why I think the looking back is okay, you know? It's like, but it's more about you saying to the world, it's not what I want something else, and I'm gonna move forward with that. So then the world has no choice but to adapt to that, okay? And that can happen in the old situation, but it's about you making the intention, I'm not content, or that's not working for me, I'm going to search for something else, okay? So let's say you have a job, you're not satisfied, you say it's not working for me, you decide that inside without saying that to anybody, and you make the decision to look for new jobs, or look around. Then without even having to do anything with your current job, things can change there, because it's sort of a message to the world, I just want these things to improve. So the universe is going to try to do that to you, but you have to decide. I think also the Lovers ends here because Cupid is in the air. I think this also means don't compromise, move forward. Then something really good can come to you. That's it. Okay. Group 4, that was it. Bottom of the deck was the Star. So destiny, you're on the right path. That's all I can say. Good. Thank you, Group 4. Bye.